As a woman with child is in pain and cries out in her pangs, when she draws near the time of her delivery, so have we been in your sight, O Lord. These words express a feeling that takes over many people in the time of anguish, in the time of frustration, which is the feeling of anxiety, the anxiety. The woman, when she's about to give birth to a child, the women who are mothers would know way better than I can only speak as an observer. The woman is contorting, groaning. They can only think on the moment that that will be over and the child will be born. And she is taken by a pain that makes her to scream. She does not care on what they are thinking about her or who is there. She only wants to get rid of that pain. So we can say there is a desire to solve that situation. And this comparison is given by the prophet Isaiah to describe the situation of the people when they were in anguish, when they were in difficulties, who cried out to God, who poured out in screams of pain before the Father, before the Lord, in their fights, in their hardships. And God heard them, and God answered them. It says also, Lord, in trouble they have visited you, which means, unfortunately, the vast majority of people will only find themselves more devoted, fervent in their faith in the moment of trouble, of anguish. So this anguish that you're going through in your life has a good sign. At least you seek for God. At least you bow down, go down on your knees before God. Lord, in trouble they have visited you. They poured out a prayer, a secret prayer, when your chastening was upon them. Which means, in the moment of hardship, of anguish, in the moment of labor pain, like the pain of frustration brings, they did the only thing that they could do, which was to seek God and to pour out the prayer. As it says, their secret prayer before the Father. When it says secret prayer, in some translations, it's talking about the individual prayer, the personal prayer, the prayer that nobody sees but God. It's not the prayer that is said to be noticed as a religious one. The prayer that is said in a group. The group prayer has its value. The agreement prayer with other people has its value. The collective prayer in the church has its value, but the secret prayer also has a very special value, a different value, because it's in there that we reveal ourselves to God. There's nobody seeing, there's no audience. There, it's only God and us. Then the resource that the anguished ones, the afflicted ones, the anxious ones, they find to come out of this labor pain was the secret prayer, was to pour themselves out before the Father, putting out everything that they would not tell to anybody. That maybe nobody knew it. Nobody was noticing that that was happening to them. And these, that you who are anxious, worried, struggling, like a pregnant woman about to give birth, has to do. This is what all of us in the moment of anguish have to do. Close the doors of our room, enter in our room, close the door, and pour ourselves out in this secret prayer before the Father until the wrath is gone, until this pain is gone. This is what the prophet says. He says, "Come, my people, enter your chambers and shut your doors behind you. Hide yourself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation is past. Which means, this to enter your chambers, the room, and to shut the doors, not to shut the doors in depression, as many people do inside their rooms in depression and they don't want to go out. No, it's not that. It's to enter the room and to pour your secret prayer out before the Father. Yes, this brings refuge, brings renewal, strength for the moment of anguish, of depression, of anxiety that is coming upon you. So there is a guarantee here, saying that this will be over. This moment of wrath, indignation, this gale, this hurricane that came upon your life will be over. But will be over for the better if you do the right things now in this moment. Not to get desperate, not to throw yourself into desperation before this problem, thinking like, now my life is over, I lost my job, I'm not being able to get what I wanted, all that I thought and dreamed about. The opposite happened. People don't help, so and so don't help me, and then you start becoming angry at people. You start to take note, make a list on all those who in your anguish, they did not help you. And maybe these people did not help you, not because they didn't want to help you. Maybe they were living their own anguishes. Who knows? If they were too busy with their own problems and they couldn't help you. Do not presume that those who did not help you, those who didn't stretch their hands towards you because they are evil, because they don't care, because they are not concerned about you. No, each one is going through their own wars, and it's not fair from you to judge those people. Maybe they are thinking the same about you. Maybe they are in their anguish, waiting for you to help them. But you're gonna say, I'm not able, not even to help myself, will I help them? That's it. Maybe they are thinking the same about you. So, there's no point of you making a list of everyone who did not help you, who did not stretch their hands towards you, who did not feel your pain. No, in this moment, you have the Father. You have the Father. You have to enter your room and to speak with God. He's the only one who understands your pain. And who knows, all the situation, the circumstances that you are living in, is that you may have an experience with God that will transform your life, that will strengthen you, and will set you free from this anguish that you have been feeling, this problem that has been bringing so much anxiety to you. Who knows if God is telling you that all of this is that you may learn to give up on that, to surrender that, to let go of that which is bringing you anguish. Let go of that. You are there crying in anguish because of your woman, because of your husband, because of your child, because of a job, because of a debt. You are crying over a problem, like if this is the reason for you to live. Like if this does not happen to you, it's like you can die. Your life is over. Your life is greater than that. Pay attention. Your life is greater than your work, is greater than your child, than your husband, than your marriage. Your life is greater than that. You have a soul. You are more valuable, more important than this problem that is going on with you. So this, surrender it to God, which does not mean to give up, does not mean that this is no longer important or that this will solve the problem. But what will solve it is that this anxiety, this labor pain that is killing you. You know, when sometimes the woman, the mother dies giving birth to the child? You know when that happens? The child is born, but she dies. So what's the point of the child being born and you dying? What's the point of you dying when the child is born? So surrender the situation to God. What it means to surrender? It means, my God, let your will be done. This is to surrender. It's for you to trust that the will of God is better and greater than yours. Stop on insisting on your own will, on your own ways. Surrender this will to God. My Lord, do what you want. I did what I could. I am doing everything that is at my reach. but I cannot. So I surrender it in your hands. If it will be, it will be. But if it's not, amen. Because I believe you have something better for me. Do that. That this pain in your chest, this anguish, will fall down immediately, just like a woman gives birth to a child, and immediately that relief comes after the child is born when they hold the child in their arms. Do that. And that is written here. Just for a little moment, this will pass.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.